It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
For Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a couple, Watson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts 0. Fairbairn to kick off for
so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1-7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down past the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Coleman. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 15.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And 4 at the 42-yard line.
Four yards remain for second down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
And it's
McCaffrey. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, right over there. Right, 58, right there. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Will Fuller.
That one good for 10 yards, but it'll be second down.
The tackle made.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
This is our time. Let's get out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
McCaffrey, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. Oh, they went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And
he continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
TTQT.
A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and goal.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And they go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Texans 28, Colts 24.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a two-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Houston, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.